Newton on first down. And his throw is incomplete. Greg Olsen was the intended target, and that'll bring up second down. Just a little beyond the reach there of his receiver. That's probably one he wishes he had back.
He wishes it had been 7-on-7 in practice, or maybe even routes versus air, because that's a completion he makes, 9.9 times out of 10? Just missed that one.
Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. He was trying to go back to Moore there, but now it'll be third down. Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions. Out of the gun, Newton. He's going to air it out deep for Hogan. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. For Bobby Wagner, and his crew will take over at their own 45-yard line. Certainly not how they envisioned ending their opening drive here in the first quarter.
Too many ones in this play. First quarter, first drive, first interception thrown.
And that last one, that hurts. Good starting field position here for the Seahawks as they come up 1st and 10 at the 45. To throw is Wilson. Flush to his right. And now he's going to use his legs. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be 2nd and a couple. Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Wilson steps away to his left. Thrown across his body, and it's intercepted. Dante Jackson picks it. And he will take this across midfield and down to the 48-yard line. Well, not a good omen there. His first throw of the afternoon, intercepted.
And I know what the fans are thinking right now. I hope there's not negative thoughts in his head going forward since that's his first throw of the game. But one of the things I remember about him coming out of school is he's able to wipe things away pretty easily and move on.
First carry of the game for Christian McCaffrey. And he is good. Going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. After the loss to start out, here's 2nd and 11.
Mike's 50, Mike's 50.
From the 50, Newton gets this to his running back. It's Christian McCaffrey. Give him 9 on the play, and they're going to have a 3rd down. He missed on his first 3 passes, was 0 for 3. Now gets a connection. Maybe that'll get him going.
Yeah, it wasn't a time for panic, but there was some concern because once you start in a certain pattern, you're wondering, can you get out of it? And that flips the other way, too, when you're throwing it really well. In this case, now he's got his first completion. They think he might be off to the races.
Here's Newton. He's going to find his running back. It's complete. They give him 7 yards on the play, and they do pick up the conversion on 3rd down. A shotgun snap for Newton. Dancing to his left. He'll try and run it. Give him a couple on the scramble. It's 2nd down.
Yeah, not much there that time, and I think we were both wondering once he got out of the box whether he just throw the ball away and he winds up only picking up a yard or 2.
To throw again on 2nd down, Newton. And he will find the open man. It's DJ Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 21.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. Newton now, after the pick on the last drive, 3 for 3 to start this drive. It's 1st and 10. Newton now to throw. And they've got the hook up. This is Olsen. And he's brought down just outside of the 10 at the 11. Give him 9 there on the first down completion. Well, this is how you shake the thoughts of that interception on the last drive. You come out and start this one 4 for 4.
And watching him throw it around with that type of confidence reminds me of a guy I played with way back when who told me, I don't care if I throw 10 interceptions in a row. I'm going to stay confident, keep flinging it. I just figured there's something wrong with the football.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. Back to the ground attack here. It's McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. They'll try to run with McCaffrey. And he'll take this into the end zone. Touchdown, Carolina. A 6-yard touchdown run as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. And they're able to run it in. It started with a battle in the trenches. They won there, and they got in for 6 points.
And that's going to be a tough one for the defense to deal with. They've got to go to the bench now and figure out how we're going to slow down this running game because on that particular play, they had no answer.
This is taken near the 13. And he'll take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They had the interception last time. It led to the opening touchdown. So now 7-0 the score as they start 1st and 10. Throwing on first down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. Got out of the pocket. Didn't look like he had anybody open, Charles.
By him, if no one's open and you don't have a running lane that you want to take, make the right choice. Get rid of it. Live to fight another down.
So now they'll come up on 2nd and 10, once again from the 28. Throwing again. Wilson being chased out left. Back over the... Oh, you saw that one coming. It's intercepted. Throwing back across his body. Dante Jackson picks it. And the return here will go to the 31-yard line.
I think that interception happened for 2 reasons. Quarterback gets outside the pocket and panics a little bit, and receiver doesn't make sure he's absolutely in an open spot. So there's a guy lurking, took the ball from him.
Yeah, so don't wave your arms, right, as a receiver if you're not wide open.
Got to know that you're open. Otherwise, just don't do it.
And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. So a dangerous pass over the middle into zone coverage, and it bit him hard.
And what's really difficult when you throw it in that direction and versus that zone, that means the linebackers have gotten to their spot, gotten their heads back around, and they can see the quarterback and everything in front of them.
And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down.
I know they didn't tack on the 2 points, but I liked their attempt. After the interception return for a touchdown, I was thinking to myself, forget kicking it, go for 2, and they did.
Well, yeah, and everybody's scrambling. Maybe you catch the defense on their heels. They weren't ready to be out there.
Yeah, it's almost like a sudden change, right? There's a turnover, you take it away, they stuck it in the end zone, keep the momentum going. Give credit to the defensive guys for rallying and stopping that 2-point attempt.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive.
54 Mike. Check to 8.
Coming off the pick 6, it's Newton. This one complete to Curtis Samuel. After one, a 1-point game, 7-6. Panther football is start quarter number 2 as they are looking at a 2nd down and 6 coming up. Throwing throwing again on second down. Newton. That's going to be caught by Samuel. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there.
I always laugh when people say, what's the toughest route to defend? And I'm like, any of them, especially if it's a good receiver. That makes things very difficult. But when you're running a drag route, something short, shallow, going through defenders, using guys almost as screens in order to get open, that makes things tough for guys trying to get to the football.
And give them 5 yards there, and it's enough for the first. Newton going to hand it off to McCaffrey. And able to... Couple of first downs to kick off the drive. Here's 1st and 10 up at the 46. Back to throw, Newton. And he's got McCaffrey open, complete. 10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Looks like a pretty good, safe play right there. No, he's had trouble with the interceptions in this game there. Hits his guy out in the flat.
Yeah, so many times we hear quarterbacks and offensive coordinators talk about in your progressions, you're either throwing the touchdown or you're throwing the check down. But earlier in the game, it was touchdown or interception. Now he got to the check down, a nice safe throw and a good one.
So 2nd and inches after that first down completion went just shy of the marker. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by this Seahawk defense. They'll try and pick it up with McCaffrey. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. They only get 2 there, but on 3rd and 1, that's all they needed to keep the drive going. And we've hit the 2-minute mark in this first half of action.
Good work, boys. Let's go. Let's go.
We remind you that coming up at halftime, we'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman. He's in Orlando, and he'll have our EA Sports halftime report. They will get 4 yards here on the first down run, and that'll make it 2nd and 6. Making the stop that time, Bobby Wagner.
I call that play a success. A nice inside run sets up a very manageable 2nd down, a very solid gain on that play.
From the 39, Newton, and he's got the hook up to Moore. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 20-yard line.
And the Panther first down.
Newton will bring him up 1st and 10, and he's hit on all 5 of his pass attempts on this drive so far.
Gun.
On first down, this is McCaffrey. So a nice job to break the 1 tackle, but not much daylight after that as he's brought down. A gain of 3, 2nd down.
So if you've been playing defense in this one, there's a little bit of the good and some bad, because they did give up the touchdown run to him earlier, but shut him down otherwise.
Outside of that, you're exactly right. I would say they've contained him very well.
Watch safety screen. 20. Safety screen. Right there. 54. Right there. 20. 54. Mike. You must be dreaming.
From the 17, Newton. And this one incomplete. Too much contact to hold on to that one, and it's third down.
Once you get into the red zone and the safeties have less ground to cover, you better be quick with your delivery. Not much space to get a ball in there.
And when that field shrinks for those safeties, it's almost like there's a couple extra defenders out there, right?
It certainly is. They end up taking up extra space just because there's not enough space for receivers to run through.
Now the Panthers going to use the first of their timeouts, as it comes with 22 seconds to go here in half number one. So another third down conversion, and now they've got a first and goal.
Kill. Turn up. Kill. Turn up. 8.
On the ground, McCaffrey. And he is in. Touchdown, Carolina. Christian McCaffrey, as the first half is winding down. And the Panthers, they widen their lead.
And that lead is now 7 with a chance to go to 8 or more if they want to get crazy here, which we don't expect. But I just know the way the game's being played with the analytics, there's going to be a lot more of going for 2 in a lot of situations, isn't there?
Yeah, there's going to be. And I think their focus here, they don't want to give up anything going into the lockers on the other, and just a little bit of time left on the clock.
Yeah, they don't want to do anything to erase the good feeling they have right now by getting this late score in the half.
Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This is taken about 7 yards deep. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find a situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now a timeout signaled for, and they'll get it with 10 seconds to go before halftime. And now we'll get a late timeout as it comes in the waning moments of quarter number 2.
Zebra. Touch 50.
Throwing now, Wilson on first down, escaping the pressure right. And that will be incomplete. 4 ticks left here on the clock. Now this will probably be the last play of the quarter.
4 down.
Final play of the half. It's Wilson buying time to his left. Now he's going to let it go. This is caught at the 20. And he's in for the touchdown on the final play of the first half. The prayer is answered.
How did they get that done?
All the talk when Russell Wilson came into the league about his height, those big defensive linemen, can he get the ball over him? You get him outside the pocket like that, doesn't really matter.
No, it really doesn't, and you're exactly right. Many people...
And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we have reached halftime here in a tight 2-point contest. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. Both teams appear ready for the fight ahead, and we resume action here in quarter number 3. That's fielded in the end zone. And he's up past the 20 to the 22. 2-yard line.
The Seahawks take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. They're close game, but they're going to need to do a little bit better probably here in half two, no?
I would agree with that totally. I would guess it in the locker room. They talked about cleaning up some of the errors, but overall, I think they wanted to be positive with them. Guys, we're right.
And Wilson's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by Trey Boston. And he'll take this across midfield and inside the 45. First possession of the third quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards. From the gun, here's Newton. And his guys are going to take over at the 39-yard line. Well, hey, we talked about the AFC playoff picture. Let's look at the NFC. That's a different story. You've got Dallas and Philly neck and neck in the East. Then Green Bay, New Orleans, and San Francisco as division leaders. But with only 2 more wild card spots, going to be some good teams left out in the cold in January.
Yeah, because right now you got Seattle at 7-2, Minnesota 6-3. They would be in as of right now. But the Rams, 5-3, Carolina, and whoever doesn't win the East out of either Dallas or Philadelphia, this is going to be a heck of a battle, isn't it? People are going to have an effect on this conference with every game that's played, maybe even teams that aren't in the conference. If you lose to someone, anyone, it could knock you out of the race.
Now he's going to throw deep right side, and that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down. Big play coming up. Here's 3rd and 10.
I would expect to see some pressure here.
And the blitz does come. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. That's caught inside the 20. And all the way in, touchdown Seattle. DK Metcalf, his 2nd touchdown of the afternoon. And the Seahawks have taken the lead. And now we get a timeout called on the defensive side of the ball by the Panthers. It's just their first, so 2 remaining as they burn 1 here in this 3rd quarter. Wilson will throw again. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach everywhere. Seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
And he'll take this up past the 20 and down at the 22-yard line.
Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see. Do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
Draw play as Newton gives to McCaffrey. And he's going to be stopped up at about the 47-yard line. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down. On 2nd and 7, Newton, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner, and he'll get this one out to the 50 to the midfield stripe. And give him now 4 interceptions in this game. That's only the 3rd time this has been done since the year 2000.
I think that tells you how much better teams have gotten at throwing the football. Because if you go all the way back to 1960, 12 times before that, there have been guys who've gotten 4 interceptions or more in a game.
This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Make make it a hat trick for Russell Wilson. 3 touchdown passes now. Yeah, the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. It'll be Carson. They run for it. And he will get into the end zone to extend the lead by 2 more. And so they run it in on the 2-point try, and it's so often, Charles, we talk about from the offense's perspective what you do on the 2-point conversion. How about the defense? How do they play run versus pass?
It's really difficult for them because I think most teams want to play for the pass. That's what they see most teams do. And so are you able to mass enough people inside if the team decides to run it? Very difficult. I think what you're seeing a lot more now, people blitzing the 2-point conversion. They want you to make a quick decision and make it right now.
There, the offense wins the battle for 2. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. And a nice gain at 21 yards. Now a first down throw for Newton. And he finds his man, the tight end Olsen. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. An excellent pickup of 20 yards. From the red zone now, Newton. This is caught. Another nice gain, 16 yards there and a first down again. This offense can certainly move quickly when they want to. 3 plays, 3 pass completions. In the blink of an eye, they've got a first and goal.
Almost felt like a lightning bolt hit in this game, didn't it? For them to get downfield that quickly. And now first and goal, expect them to attack right here on this play.
And Newton's going to keep it. Only a yard on the keeper, and it'll be second down. And they will stop him after a fairly minimal pickup. Newton takes it himself, and he takes it into the end zone for a Panthers touchdown. Cam Newton taking it in as his guys are back within a single score. Extra point try good by Gano, and that will get him one closer. Gano now following the touchdown here to kick it away. This will be fielded on the back line of the end zone. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Forced out to his left. Now he'll turn and throw deep back to the other side of the field. And nearly intercepted. That would have been a hat trick, his 3rd pick of the game. Instead, second down.
Pretty lucky to get the football back. Had his target. Out there waving the arms, saying I'm open, but maybe you didn't see him quick enough.
And I know the jokes are always about defensive backs' hands. What really actually happens, you don't get many opportunities, you get over anxious, and you start to think about taking it away and going the other way instead of focusing and catching the ball.
And again, he's going to be stopped up right at the line of scrimmage. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10.
It's 3rd and 10.
The Panthers turn to their nickel set here as they get ready for 3rd down. Now Wilson. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to be taken down. They sack him on what will be the final play of quarter number 3. Back now in Seattle, Washington. It's the Seahawks with the possession. They also have the lead here as we get set for the 4th and final quarter. Here's a big one now. Trying to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. Throwing is Wilson. Steps away to his left. Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And that's going to wind up incomplete. However, we do have a flag down. Let's check in with our referee. So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Out of the gun, here's Wilson. Flushed out right. It's complete to Lockett. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or two shy of the 10. 25 yards that time. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. Taking it in from 11 yards out. And the Seahawks are able to stretch that lead out a bit further. So they're down in the red zone. They opt to utilize his legs instead of the arm. It works out pretty well.
I like what they were thinking there, because in most situations now, defense is accounting for all the other runners on the field and, of course, for pass plays. But the quarterback position, oftentimes it is unaccounted for. Offense coordinator felt it, dialed it right up.
Inside the red zone, is this something teams should maybe, depending on the quarterback, do more often?
Definitely. If you've got a quarterback who can actually move it with his legs, that's an extra option and an extra weapon for you. I think they should utilize it more often.
And after the touchdown, here's Myers to boot it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll be brought down at the 23, make it the 24-yard line.
Here we go.
The Panthers take over 1st and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you scored points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
A pickup of 24, and that's where the play began, the 24-yard line. Now a play fake here on 1st down. Open man is Samuel, complete. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
When you see zone defense and you know you've got a drag route on as your primary call, you've got to be really careful as a passer about how far you let your guy go, because he might wander into some tough coverage.
2nd and 5 after the 5-yard completion on 1st down. To throw is Newton. And they get to Newton and take him down for the sack. Ziggy Ansah. What a play by him. That's going to go as a loss of 13. So now Cam leads the Panthers up following the sack. Carolina facing 3rd and long. Now throwing on 3rd down there, but he cannot connect.
And I think we'll probably see him go for it here on 4th down. No reason not to. Down a couple of scores, they have to try and make something good happen.
All right, they're going to try and keep hope alive here on 4th down. They're going for it. The Panthers going for it on 4th. Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and a return across midfield and to the 46-yard line. The interception woes, they just continue to mount. He's thrown 5 picks. At this point, you got to be thinking, is it something between the ears?
I think a confidence hit does occur once you start getting those numbers up there a little bit. But as you and I both know, it's not always just one guy's fault. Maybe somebody ran a wrong pattern. Maybe some balls were tipped. It can be so many different things. Bottom line, though, it comes back to the guy throwing it.
Now a pass hauled in downfield. That'll be marked as a 27-yard pickup.
That's good for the Seahawks. First and 10 at the 18-yard line.
Now Wilson on 1st down. Flush to his right. And that will be caught, but out of the end zone, says the field judge. It's ruled incomplete. Tyler Lockett was the target there. That'll bring up 2nd down. This is Carson. And they've got it inside the 10 at the 8. 11 yards there, 1st down. They don't need to run another play here before the 2-minute warning. Let's see if they do it anyway. Wilson dancing to his left. And he is going to go down. Back at the 11-yard line.
No doubt that's a very good play defensively right there, because you've always got to be aware that he can take off and make a big play with his legs. How about the way they were able to contain him? That also tells me the coverage was excellent downfield.
Another try after the first down sack. Wilson down under 2 minutes to go in this football game. So it's Seahawk football as we march toward a conclusion. They've got a 3rd and goal here as they try to finish off their victory.
Watch the twist.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And this play doesn't go anywhere. Backwards, losing. So fresh out of the 2-minute warning, and here's another timeout taken with 1:55 remaining. Now here's Jason Myers. He gets to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. I guess not content to get another 3 here late. They'll try to add 6 more as they go on 4th and goal. They're going on 4th down. It's Wilson being chased out left. And no, it's incomplete. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And that is in.
That's it. Right to the 3.
Now the Panthers going to signal for their 3rd and final timeout as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Throwing is Newton. He's got a man on the crossing route. That's Moore. And he's able to get this one all the way past the 30. That one a gain of 20 and a 1st down.
The goal for any offense versus a zone defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Throwing to start the drive, but that one incomplete.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, 4th quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. Line of scrimmage, the 31 as they line up 2nd and 10.
Great.
To throw again, Newton. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Shaquille Griffin with a pick. There he goes left side, and he's going to score. It's a Seahawk touchdown. And that one will pretty much erase any hopes of a 4th quarter comeback.
With emphasis, interception, return for touchdown. Door closed, locked, reinforced.
Now it's Wilson. Looking. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride.
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on first down. Throwing again. Newton. That's complete to McCaffrey. It'll be a gain of 4, and that's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now they'll try to convert on 3rd and 6 after the 4-yard completion. And my goodness, another interception. Picked up by the linebacker, Bobby Wagner. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. And we now have a new single-game interception king, a record-breaking 5th pick there.
If that's not the true definition of a ball hawk, I don't know what is. That is absolutely phenomenal. What comes to mind quickly, partner, is one of the more recent ones to get to 4.
And now look at this. Big gain, but a fumble. And it's picked up by the Panthers. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. The Panthers out there and ready to begin their next drive. Let's just be frank. They're playing for pride at this point.
That's all that's left, because victory, not a chance now. And I can't wait to see how they actually go about doing it, because there are a lot of people watching the body language of the guys on the field now, and if they call plays they want executed, they need to do that and do it really well. Otherwise, there could be repercussions.
We'll see how they handle the waning moments of this one. Throw right side is going to be caught by Samuel. And they'll get him down up past the 15-yard line. 11 yards there, 1st down. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory. And the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week. We'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points. Allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.